Hi everyone, it's Vicky here today and I am designing with the Hip Kit December kit, which I'm super excited to have. It's gorgeous and full of exclusives. I love it. So I start off by gessoing my page with clear gesso. I wasn't sure what mixed media I was going to do yet, so I gessoed the whole page. And then I used this cut file, which is one of the subscriber freebies from HipKit. I think you can get them online. If not, they'll be there soon, so don't worry. This is for the people who subscribe to the kit itself. And it says Holly Jolly, and I decided just to cut off the additional parts, the stars and the holly leaf, and just have the title there. And I'm just playing around with my photo, which is a photo of my niece with a reindeer that my husband made. And I eventually settle on the way I want to do it, and I get started with some paints. So this is the Shimmers, the Holly and the Ivy. It's a green colour, going very well with the red and the green in the photograph. And I just put some of that on with my brayer and do some splatters. I also spray on just a little spritz of water just to make it look a bit more uneven and not so solid. Next up, I decide that I want to add some colour around the edges of Holly Jolly just to give it some depth. But as I'm doing that, I actually think maybe I'll just cover the whole thing because it doesn't notice particularly well. And I just wanted to make the whole thing look shiny, really, because it looked really pretty. The shimmer in that creamies is lovely. It's called Red Necking, and that's the other shimmer spot in the kit. So I dry those off a little bit. Excuse me. I dry those off a little bit and place them back on the layout to see what I'm going to do. And I bring in a few embellishments to have a look at, to see how they might work. Then I decide that I'm going to pop the Holly Jolly off the page. It's still a little bit wet, so I want to dry it off before I put my foam on the back because I know that it won't stick very well if I do that. And I also add some splatters of Minor 49er. That's because I wanted a bit of gold, but it doesn't show very well. So then I think, okay, some acrylic paints, make some snow for the background. And I just mix the acrylic paint with a bit of water and it splatters really well. And so then I splattered some on the Holly Jolly as well. So I just run my kitchen towel over that, which dries it enough, and the same over the paper, and I add some more snow because I feel that I rolled it too soon. So it took some of the paint off. So I leave that to dry, and I back this with my foam. This is just pieces of foam. You might have seen my Christmas hat very briefly in that shot. I was wearing it to make this. I thought I would be Christmassy. So there you go. So they're all foam dotted. It took me a while to do it, but I didn't show all of that to you. It's a bit boring. So a bit of glue on the back of everything there. And stick that down where I want it. I had to cut the video here because it took a little while to stick because it was a little bit bent up. So I just found something heavy to put on there for 10 minutes and that was sorted. So I'm putting some vellum on the back of my photo here. And I'm also going to back it with some of the Project Life cards that came with the Project Life kit. These are really cute. Obviously always designed by Kim and Kimberly, and they just look amazing as layering. I don't do Project Life, so I just use them as layering cards, and I cut out bits and pieces from them. So I cut out this snowman. I don't actually use him, but I will use him soon. Or maybe her. I think it's a him. So I will use him later, but just not on this layout. So I cut out this one here with the Santa hat. I'd cut out to use as a mat, and I knew I wanted to use the hat, so now I'm going to cut that one out as well. So that card serves two purposes on my layout. So they're very versatile in that respect. So these are the exclusive die cuts, and I'm just going through and finding out what I want to use, where I want to use them. And I settle on putting some trees around the picture and some florals there around the title and the hats on the holly. And I'm going to use that reindeer as well, which was perfect for the picture. Holly Jolly Christmas is quite a good title for this layout because my niece and I both love Michael Bublé, or Mickey Bubbles as her dad calls him. And so it seems apt to have a Michael Bublé song lyric on there. So I'm just foam dotting some of the embellishments to put down, the Christmas and the hats. And now I'm sticking down the layering on my photo and adding some foam to the back of that. And sticking down the Christmas tree and some foam on this one as well. So I'm going to do something terrible in a minute. I'm going to cut the legs off of the deer because he doesn't fit in where I want him very well. And because of his legs, and rather than force them down, I decided to cut them off. I feel terrible, but it's happened. And you can't see that his legs are gone when he's on the layout, but you know, I'm just evil. And then sequins. I love sequins. I'm putting them on now just to dot around and add a bit of extra sparkle as it's a Christmassy layout. Lots of those in the packet, in the kit, so I can't wait to use those on layouts. They just make things feel very jolly and Christmassy. So these are the puffy stickers, exclusive puffy stickers, and I'm going to use a couple of the trees on the O's on Holly and Jolly. Add a bit of extra texture there. And these are the clear stickers, again exclusive, and I'm just putting the ho 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 down at the bottom. Getting out those puffy stickers again, but I don't use any more. I think that actually the Holly Jolly takes a lot of room on the page, so I don't need to put very many embellishments. Some more white splatters, because who doesn't love a bit of snow on their Christmas layout? And then looking at it, I realised that in the top, I need something at the top on the left there, just to balance it up a little bit. So I decide from the die cuts to use some of these baubles up there, and they work really well within the Christmas theme. So I stick those up there, and then I put in this puffy sticker, which I don't leave there. I actually use something else, but I decide to put a bit of mixed media underneath just to tie that in as well. And when I do the splatters, I feel they're a bit dark compared to the mixed media on the rest of the page. So you'll see in a moment, I mix up some more whites and cover a few of those splatters just to make it a little less splatty, if that's a real word, I don't know. But there you see, so you can't see it quite so well now, but there's still something there that ties it in. And then I cut out Christmas from a die cut that said Merry Christmas, and I just used the Merry to put at the top. So so that uses both parts. So die cuts are really versatile. You don't have to use them whole. You can cut them up and use them that way. And then I just trim it up and we're done. So there's the final layout. I'm happy with how it came together, and there's plenty more Christmas kit for me to use, so watch out for more. Here are some close-ups so that you can see the shininess on the letters and the snowdrops. Thanks for looking. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like it. That would be great. Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.